Okay, I think your sash was cool.
You know, I really was gonna get immersed at the bazaar. They had a leather Oakley one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Europe with this thing and rock it.
Better off the fanny side. Yeah. Kind of neat. She didn't want to. Yeah, we invited her. She said no.
Stay here for a while.
Is about cosmology and sociology. I meditate at the floor and everything, you know, in purpose for this. Are you interested?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to do some things to explain the work we do. It's about the Big Bang. Of course, you'll hear about that. The matter and antimatter begin to form. Then you go matter and antimatter colliding. There will be no universe. There will be no us. But there will remain just a fraction of matter, that little fraction responsible for everything. After so many millions of years, we got the first star. It was so massive, at the time formation just explode. We got this cosmic cloud of dust and element. This is the beginning of everything. You start a star, galaxy, black hole, and planetary system. If you have a planetary system, you have a chance for life. Planet Earth, the daytime formation, when the Earth is cooling off. But when you start off liquid water, you start off life. And like they change the atmosphere that used to be into the atmosphere we're breathing now and renew it all the time. So far, okay? Over here is the Big Bang like that. But over here you see it. You see matter, antimatter forming, but also dark matter and dark energy. The colliding state of matter and antimatter. I mentioned a fraction. I cannot put a fraction. You will not be able to see it. Our universe, dark matter and dark energy that control the universe, is the super black hole which controls the galaxy and life itself. The whole floor is the correlation of matter and energy. Matter takes energy, energy into matter. Every time this is happening, is a quantum leap in evolution. For instance, over here with a planet, over there with a moon. I like to look at this line. They are not straight line, isn't it? I suggest that behind you, you got movement. Behind you, sir, you also got a suggestion of movement. Without movement, there is nothing. There is no time, no space, not even gravitation. So the essence of creation, it is energy and movement. What creates space, what creates time is movement. Over here, you would have a supernova. Without that, there would be no planetary system, there would be no us. And we, without iron, would die. But the instant iron began to form there, it will collapse and explode. Why? Because iron absorbs so much energy that they start able to fight back the gravitation pull. Now you know this cosmic cloud of dust and element. If we come closer to another supernova, the gamma burst will trigger the gravitation pull of that cloud and that thing start to turn. And you start to star, but also planet. If you got a planet with water and land, without there, with water and land, not only you start to have life, you start to have technology. You need land for technology. Technology will develop, and one day you start to have spaceship. But not any kind of spaceship. You got to have gravitation pull in there. And that's why I put that round thing if you see it. When you are upstairs, I will show to you an idea, not a prototype, an idea of an intergalactic spaceship. Now I need darkness. So all your mobile off. All your mobile off. You people, you see yourself right now in the middle of the universe, surrounded by stars. Behind you, people over here, sitting over here. Behind you, sir, you got planetary with all the satellites. Here, planetary with high information. When the Earth is cooling off, imagine a supernova explosion. And there's a lithium atom, which I told you is everywhere. This got nothing to do with cosmology, just for you to relax. Because there's something else, if you're interested, about sociology. We start to be aware now of what is happening in this world. We start to become aware of our humanity. What makes us human, it is our brain and a transcendent mind, which you now just now start to develop. Then you start to become more compassionate, more loving, more forgiving. And every religion tell you that. Every religion. So what you call God, you call Allah, you call universal consciousness, you call universal intelligence. We all come from one source. And that's why we're interconnected. That's why here you got an embryo that's there. We're all interconnected. So why? Because I don't believe like you, I got to be killed. No. We're all part of that. And look, this is a finger of mine. It's not all me, it's part of me. There's a medic, it's part of me. It's not all me, me, and so we're all part of that kind of source. When we start to become aware, or reconnect through priesthood, through prayer, and through science and technology now. I was in a botanical garden in London. I was admiring this beautiful orchid, white and pink orchid. I just looked at it, and the moment I was looking at it, it came to life. Passed a fly, she ate it. It was a praying mantis. How on earth can you say that this is evolution? There must be an universal intelligence out there to program all these kind of things. I can say about a giraffe, it's reaching to the top, you know. So you need that is evolution. Take another thing. There was this.
Holy jeez.
Whoa, what is theirs?
We start as an embryo. After when we're born is another cycle. When we die is another cycle, and so it's on. In between, you start to realize that all what it is, you can sit side, there's a space for you. Bigger space.
Good luck.
Nope, that's not. Can't sit there.
There you go.
This is the love seat.
Oh my God. Look, the lights aren't off anymore. Stop.
There's a piece of Quran that tell you know, about the Amana. There's no responsibility. We're free to choose it. But still, we're not responsible to choose it. So, and there's a space for that if you can. There's one. No, there.
The little one?
I don't know where you're gonna sit. Oh, way over there. So he's gonna sit on that one that it's made Brent move. But he's
You good?
No, don't do that.
Well, I think I'll make myself, okay? At least it's fancy.
Very spongy. All right.
He's awesome.
We're free no choices, but we're also responsible for the choices we
The
make.
exhibition.
Because the choice we make can affect not only us, but other people, the planet itself. Oh yes. Over here, from earth we come and to earth we go back. So why the arrogance? There's so much arrogance in this world. And we're all different people, different nationality, different culture, coming together. Down there. Science and technology. We reach a situation now that we can destroy ourselves and much of the life on this planet. But this is a living planet. If we go, another life will come out one day. Oh yes. Oh yes. During the invasion, this was the top of the house. We built it afterward. And that when I came to Kuwait in the 60s, and for a full year we didn't have condition, air condition afterward. We didn't have the electricity. So many times I was sleeping over here. This was the place I would put my mattress and I sleep under the star. You could see the Milky Way at that time. Or you don't see it now, but you could see them. Over here when we built it, this is the place where I used to be.
Get a lot of cake.
He didn't finish it. He died before he finished. But from what I saw, it gave you feeling that he was going to die over here. That's one. Here, all those things, those portrait is of my husband, but different people done it. That is Kuwaiti lady, a Kuwaiti man, another Kuwaiti Iranian. See the difference? That one from London, that is from Italy, that's from Paris, that's from Spain. I hate this one. I hate this one. It looks like Saddam Hussein.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like Saddam Hussein.
Yep.
Evil.
Oh, I like that one.
Characters.
Yeah, but the lady brought me, but she didn't bring my husband. She wants to catch me. Anyhow, over here, of all the trophies over here, Khalif was only proud of this. When the Emir of Sharjah, up at the first Biennale in '93, called my husband to present with this one. The Artist of the Year of the Arabian world.
Wow.
Every 2 years they make something like that. Every 2 years. 2 like that. And the 4 special people. And that was for everybody else. This is for everybody.
So you have this whole room dedicated to your husband. This whole room is dedicated to him.
Well, not really, got a Boston there. You see, Khalifa, he founded the Kuwait Art Society. And he founded the National Council. The National Council against them like that.
Okay.
My daughter wanted to do something to commemorate his time, because he loved children, he loved to sponsor the kids and pushing them. And she made this kind of thing for many years to be under the umbrella of the National Council. The National Council met 2-3 times, and after they took the rod on their feet. The children made there's a law workshop, they paid it ready to be made in an exhibition. They said, we cannot help you anymore. So she was left alone to have the money to make the exhibition, to friend the kid and everything, and to give because every time she had to give catalogs and something for the kid to commemorate the kid, like something like that. And that needs money. Anyhow, so we had to go through the Diwan al-Amiri, and then they did it for us. Yeah.
What's in the boxes back there?
Here, this one.
All those.
Oh, those one. All about this kind of thing, something like that.
Like awards.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Even though medals.
Oh,
Over
wow.
here, you see, this is the mother, a wonderful lady I met, a real good lady. And this is grandfather. Then they put his father because they don't respect his mother. Yeah. And you see reflected in many of his work. Over here, excuse me, sir. The first exhibition we done abroad, because in your country the art is very high. But in Kuwait, art was introduced in 37 of the last century in schools. And to make it that there's something called art and sport, they have to make every year what you call Maharajan, a festival, to make people aware there is something called sport. Well, in the 62, we made the first exhibition in Rome, not in Rome, in Ferrara. 62, 63, we had an invitation from Rome. The first exhibition, invitation we had from abroad. So this is 64. Yeah. Over here, the Minister of Culture of China invite Khalifa to make an exhibition in Beijing for a full month on their expenses. The first Arabian artist be invited by China. That's why. And this is all about them. Khalifa is very much appreciated by the royal family, but hated by many people. And just by luck, you're born in Kuwait. They hate you, but they don't kill you. Yeah, true. They hate you, but they don't kill you. Come, I'll show to you why they kill. They're against them. Yeah. That will make people to hate them. Oh yes, that will make people to hate them, especially that. That's what he thought of Arabian brain. Now, to understand the artist, one have to see when he born. He was born at the time when there were no wages. At the end of the season, they give out the non-profit, and so everybody get his due. And so everybody had to pitch very hard, work very hard, to make the profit a little higher. In the 60s, we started on wages, we started on money, and at the time the corruption began. Over here, live to rich. This is nothing new in your country, maybe, but this was very, very new in Kuwait. Live to rich. It was, and that's okay, it started to go down. Over there, in front of you, they are saints. In front of you, they are saints. In the back of you, they are themselves. They prevent the drink, they prevent this, they prevent that. They, what's this kind of, the planet of the monkey of the apes? When you see two apes kissing each other, they have to cut that thing. Come on. They take everything. Once I saw a film, you cannot understand it because there is a sequence. They cut. Their home, you see something. Over there, with their tongue, they destroy country. These people, look at the IS. Oh, they not they destroy their own country, but affect their own the other country, including the world now. Here, corruption. Once you start off corruption, in front of you, yes, you know it, do it, in the back of you, they attack you. Oh, yes. Once you start off corruption, it's like cancer, it will develop. And when there is this, there is no that. No justice, and no suffer more than anybody else, the good people. Yeah. Once, my husband joined an exhibition with Rivi's work. The man of the exhibition was said, please take them away. They were too hot. I will be in trouble. That you just keep them there. Only when they come, the minister tell me to take them out, I'll take them out. No, you keep them there. When came the minister, one of the sheikh, so the workers started to laugh. So my husband says, shall I take them away? He said, no, keep them there. Only those who see themselves in it, they get nasty. You just leave them there. Yeah. Sometimes the work of Khalifa are prophetic, like this one. He made this in 70. And this reminds me of the first day of the invasion. Split the Arabian country. On the 90th, the Berlin Wall collapsed. They put it down. Russia and America come together, the rebels will divide themselves. And that's why he called that. It was supposed to be Kuwaiti, but not to be Arabian. Why? Because Arabian people got a different mentality than Arabian Kuwaiti. Oh yes, they have. I will show to you over here. Come. And anybody who talk, then they are not anymore around the next day. Over here. In the 60s. Yes. Please come. Come, Daddy. Yes. I came over here to sit for them. There's plenty of space to sit. You can sit over there, sir. There's plenty of space to sit. In the 60s, you lady, you weren't born yet, but in the 60s there were two kinds of fashion in the world. We had the mini skirt, with the midi, with the maxi. I came to Kuwait with the maxi. Said I'm conservative, country that I'm conservative. You know what I found over here? Some girls, mini skirt, no legging, mini skirt. I looked at my husband and said, they're more advanced than we in Italy. Even Milan, really, Milan, you see girls like that in the 60s. You should think you ain't. Yeah. And if you see so many rich people in Kuwait, it's because of this man. Sheikh Abdullah Salem, he was a very down-to-earth fellow. Also was a poet. Some of his work became songs, very nice songs. Anyhow, when he came to power in 1950, when the oil revenue started to come out, he started to say, the wealth of this country belong to my people. I will distribute the wealth of a country to the people. You see this? These are mud houses made of coral rocks and mud. They're very good in summer and in summer, nice and cool, in winter nice and warm, but they cannot withstand rain. Prolonged rain will saturate the material, they collapse. So as soon as they came to power, he started to build a whole district of new houses. A whole district of new houses. And he started to plan for a new city of Kuwait. So he started to buy their house at a very high price. First, you got a house. You didn't pay a penny for the land. No, because you pay a lot. You didn't pay anything. You build your house, come the government, they give you a big check on your hand. You become a rich man overnight. What you do with that money? Yeah. Because he got a merchant mentality, because for generation dealing commerce, he started to invest his money to manufacturing this. Isn't it? Yeah. Within 10 years, Kuwait could have diversified the economy. Yeah. When he pushed Kuwait to be independent in 61, Kuwait became an independent country. That year, they made a fund of Kuwait to have the poorer country to develop and the Arabian country to develop. Some of those Arabian countries stood against Kuwait during the division. That's the thank you get. Iraq is still going down. If you go to the desert of Kuwait, beware, there are still mines down there. They came to Kuwait on the 2nd of August. Come in Kuwait on the 2nd of August. There are very few houses that are empty. There are all a lot of houses empty. From the second day, we had a flood of Iraqi family coming in. Over here, with all Iraqi family on there. We have to keep an eye on us. And anybody come back, oops, you haven't got money, your house anymore. Yeah.
Wow.
The Iraqi tried to eradicate Kuwait from Islam by saying Kuwait belonged to us. Because you did the Ottoman Empire, Kuwait was part of the Ottoman Empire. Wait a minute. If Kuwait was part of the Ottoman Empire, how did it become protectorate of England in 1899? You can't become protectorate of any country unless you're a free country. That year, the Ottoman to pull a railway from Berlin to Istanbul to Kuwait. They came to Mubarak to the ruler at that time. Said, we need a piece of land for the railway. He said, this is the external affair, I can't help you. I can deal with my own place, but I cannot deal with the external affair. You go to talk to the English. Now the Ottoman is linked with Germany, but not with England. Do you see a railway over here? You don't. Okay. During the invasion, many men and women been tortured to death, including 2 kids. Tortured to death. The first day of the invasion, they went to every hospital in town, including maternity hospital. Down there, they found little kids in the incubator. They took the baby out to take the incubator to Iraq. So all these kids died because they needed things. Saddam Hussein, he took being harmed, and this case we made in 65. He made this in 65. This he made it in 84, 6 years before the invasion. The hand of resistance. At that time, we would call it the Lulu of the Khalij, the pearl of the Gulf. It was very, very advanced. It could be going again. It will be coming again. Through the Diwan al-Amiri. Because if they go to the parliament, everything will be covered. So, in the 61, Kuwait became independent. 62, they want to make what you call not a railway, a metro. The project was passed, and the money was ready to be implemented. The metro came the parliament 63. We don't want the women in the parliament. That's the beginning. Another thing, when they presented the things, they start to laugh. So what? A metro in Kuwait? It's only that big. Do you think it is like London? Do you think like New York? No, they need the, you know. I said, but with a train, you can take a lot of people. I said, yeah, I said, when they start to import buses without, condition inside, start to stay in a box in 55 degrees. You see how much you like it. So after that, now you got buses, you got taxi without anything. And traffic like that. Do you think with all this network of highway you solve the problem? You don't. You need a monorail, at least to go around the city. You need a monorail. That will solve the problem. Yeah. Over here, over here the people died. Over there you see when they declare the war. They start to burn the oil. 732 were on fire. Can you imagine Kuwait at that time? It was a strata of oil and the debris, hanging between the earth and the sky. Many times you don't see it. It's twilight all the time. In the night you see these red things. That was great. And they withdrew suddenly. It was a sudden withdrawal of the Iraqi. So because it was sudden, they left a lot of evidence behind. In Surah, nearby this area, there was a lady hanging from a fan. She was cut in the middle, and there was a carbonized baby of a baby, carbonized body. First they killed the baby, and then they killed the lady. They had to leave everything to fly away. What really surprised me of the artists was how did they manage all that? What surprised me over here, there is somebody in a wheelchair. Anybody who survived, if they managed to survive torture, they will never, mentally, physically, never said the same people again. We put it there. 6 years before the invasion. This one he met in 72. That one he met in 70. There's another one. Split the Rebbe comes the first day. 40% of Rebbe went against Kuwait. And Kuwait tried to help them. Came down the mosque. You know your friend when you're in trouble, isn't it, darling? When you're okay, everybody's your friend. When you're in trouble, that's the time. When you disintegrating the Rebbe, look, this happening in Iraq, in Syria, North Africa, Yemen, Saudi Arabia. This is they are disintegrating. Kuwait managed to make this is the counter-grading war. But where is it now? Kuwait stood out from the moment it became a country. When they choose the first ruler, Sabah the First, Sabah ben Jaber. That was in 1756. From that time, Kuwait always stood out. And anybody who were in, always tried to make peace and keep peace. Anybody who were in trouble would come into Kuwait, including the founder of the kingdom, the Saudi Arabian kingdom. He was 7 years old when he came with his father, running away from his enemy. In Kuwait, he gave the protection. When the boy became a big man, he became big, Mubarak helped him to free his land. What happened to Kuwait after that? When Mubarak died in 1915, that year, 150 kilometers down was Kuwait, became part of Saudi Arabia. They made a new frontier. Here is a free zone, and there's Kuwait. Kuwait built in its territory a little city, Khafji. Where is Khafji now? It is part of Saudi Arabia. Go to Afrin, Kuwait territory. You see their flag over there. Bit by bit, and that's why this ruler now is trying his very best to his land. And that's why he took over. He started to make the city and the frontier, and he took over all the islands. And it is through the Al Amiri, and not through the parliament, because they will stop everything. Parliament, as long as you cash in, they are with you. Hey. Fortune. It was like he was in a fog. That was my husband always been thinking. He had a little thing, radio to listen what was happening in this world during the invasion. We felt like trapped. There's a symposium, whatever. And the specter of death constantly around you. You never know. Anybody can come, they pose themselves like they did over here. They are of the army, and including their stardom there, and they were thieves when they came over here. How we know? Because they came because the second day of the invasion, my husband was in a place over there, in the Sura, and an army officer, they came against him and they crashed against the side of the driver to kill him. Well, then they came, because it is Toyota Corolla is very strong, but they jumped the electronics. So when he came back that day, he just took it away from the battery, the thing. The second day, came inside 3 men, all with the star and everything. He said, your car, last time there was a lot of shooting, and there's the number on your car. My husband said, my car is outside. Everybody can put the number down there. He said, you tell me I'm a liar? And he put the car. He said, if I got to be like that, no, you're not liar. After he met himself, I think he's talking with somebody. And they said, because you're an old man, they forgive you. Give them they want the key of the car. So he gave him the key. He went outside, one of them wanted to open the thing, and it doesn't work, because there is nothing there. Then the other one came, the same thing. The third one went. Then he said, okay, your car doesn't move, but tonight I'll come back with a winch. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they came back. My daughter saw them coming. Immediately he came to them very strongly. He said, come on, give me your credential, because I just drank the Toyota, and I told them what happened this morning. Actually, this is a made-up story. He said, I told them, when you left, we told the Toyota that, you send people like that. He said, we never send anybody. He said, when they come back, immediately ring to us, and then come ask for their credential. When they hear like that, then they had a switch and they wrote away. They went away. That's how we know they were no people. The invasion was at 3 o'clock in the morning, at 2 o'clock in the morning. By 3 o'clock they were in Jahara.
Wow.
Look at how fast they were moving. Yasser Arafat that night came to the ruler, in case him and this prime minister said, don't worry, nothing will happen. After 2 hours was the invasion. And they were moving so fast that when the prime minister saw that they're moving very fast, and they were in G1, he told his people, said, we better go move to the Sabahan, the next thing. In his way there, he remembered Arafat. So immediately he told his driver, take me to the Amir. In his way he rang him, said, please make yourself, get ready. When he reached the place of the Amir, they don't want to move. He said, I cannot leave my country now. He said, this is the time you got to leave your country, because if they catch you and they catch me, forget about your weight. But if we come out, we make a government outside in the exile, that's how we can free our country. So we listened. They just left 3 minutes after they were coming down with a parachute to catch her. And Yasser Arafat. Yeah. Come on, let's go. If you see women in the parliament now, you people, if you see ladies in the parliament now, it's because of this ruler. After the invasion, the lady died for this land. And it started to be, the first parliament that came to power, they didn't want the women in the parliament, even if they died for this country. So when this ruler became a prime minister, immediately he put one of the ladies to his cabinet. That's how we start open the way for the lady, 2005. Now over here, there are 2 keys to the heart of a lady, young man.
Okay.
Young man, this concern you.
See how that works?
There are 2 keys to the heart of a lady. This is respect, the other is generosity. I don't mean you to don't look at me like that. I don't mean you to spend a lot of money on the lady. No, it's not that. You don't buy things like that. It is the quality of time you spend with your lady. This is what is more important. Not the money. The quality of time. And your lady also, there are 2 keys to the heart of a man. That's for the respect. And the women not to talk too much.
Not to talk too much.
But it's true. Because the more a lady, when there is something to be done, and the lady keeps nagging and nagging and nagging and nagging, they get fed up and they get out.
Yeah.
They will get fed up. But she just to get the words gently, and she must know the time she would approach the little fellow. No, because not when he come back,
The poor fellow.
you know, exhausted from work, he come out.
Yes.
Oh, I need this. That is the time you want to go and get out.
Yeah.
See
Oh, I
what you
forgot my
mean.
thing.
That's it. Okay, over here, I believe in sustainability, zero waste. I found when I was walking somewhere, I found these 2 things. I brought it home, and look at your lady what I can make. You can make the same. Yeah, you can make the same. Look at the same thing. There's another one. Okay. But this one, this is water filter, which you use it in your home. Water filter. Now then there are 2 more down there behind you. Water filter. Yeah. Water filter. You can make that. Definitely.
Today?
Over here.
No.
This is a special one. This is a bulb like that thing inside, a bulb. So soon it go off. I don't know when it go off, but I got to make sure that I'm able to take it out. How can I take it out? So if you do something, try to make it services. You know, you can service it easily. How can I service it? How can I change the thing inside?
I don't even know what that really
Do you go over the
is.
bottom maybe or pull it
Hey,
up?
bro, come on.
Oh, there you go.
No, man.
Yeah, we got a scientist over here.
I'm very good.
Go
ahead.
See?
Oh my
Bravo, bravo.
They had a baby.
You can give a hug. You can give a hug.
So here are we.
They keep looking, but they don't do it.
Thursday show, same as the Friday
It's
show.
Yes, you put it back.
my E.T. extraterrestrial. Stay over here.
Okay.
And then you play this one. This is your team.
Okay,
This team is against that team.
okay,
This is the line.
okay.
And what you'll be doing like that.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yes.
Zero.
I got this.
I didn't know this was going to be an interactive tour.
I got that as 0.
There.
Zero.
Come down 20.
Whoa.
20 again, 20.
How do you know which way is
5, like that, 5. A little bit like that is 20. A little bit like that is nothing. Anything that falls, the person
Zero.
fall like that, attached. If you touch somewhere, this person is 20. No?
No.
Okay. So, pick it up. Ready? Stop. Start over here. Stop. Not to the side, not down
Oh,
there.
man.
Let's go.
That one didn't count.
Get it on. Ah, boo.
Oh,
There we go. Yeah. Brad, how do you figure that?
Yeah.
Okay, you do 20.
Oh, man. 20.
You're next.
Yeah.
You go
Spin it and try to spin it and fly.
How horrible.
There we go. Yeah.
I just like.
Okay.
Yeah, look at it. Yes.
What is 40?
Not even. Oh, you're knocking them down.
No, that's it.
Look at that.
Lefty.
South Zero. Lefty.
You're not allowed to go pick them back up.
Put it down. No cheating. What? All of them.
That's because you watched the 2 of us.
Look at you.
Go the other way.
Come on.
Yes.
I got all my.
All right.
So chic.
Oh, I took some off.
Hey, don't knock mine down, sir.
Sorry.
See there.
Oh, don't knock it down.
You knocked one down.
There you go, let me go see.
No,
that.
that's-
There you go.
Oh, I knocked a bunch down. You can do this.
Oh,
Ah.
it's so hard because you knocked it down.
Oh my God.
There you go, Joe.
And the muscle going to the bottom. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
You guys are not.
You don't want to be in our team now, do you?
Maybe it was my Velcro.
You finished?
Maybe it was my Velcro.
Okay,
We use too much muscle over here.
Nothing. Nothing to go. Okay. 20. Nothing.
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 What?
40,
That looks
60,
don't count.
80, 100. Nothing. 120, 140, 160.
Yeah, we quit.
180.
We quit.
200.
200, yep.
Wow. 200 you got.
Cause they had 6, we only got 5.
Well, somebody kept
You all had
knocking it
extra
down.
piles, so shush.
20.
Nothing.
No, that's zero.
Upside down,
It's upside
zero.
down.
60, 80. You got 80.
That's art.
280.
That's
Nice.
Start
You
again.
gotta look upside down to see it.
Start again.
Start again.
Pick them up. Start
It's a
again.
workout.
5 over here, 6 over here. Pick them up.
All right, guys, we got this. Get a good strategy.
How many we had?
6,
I
right?
think we should just hit theirs and knock the others off.
Need those off the thing.
Let's start at the bottom.
Yeah, it worked way up.
Strategy. Oh, sorry. Strategizing.
Thank you. I have an idea.
Come on, you baby.
I'm gonna throw one really hard over there. And all stuff.
You
I
got
need a couple.
Everybody 5 over here.
3, 4, 5.
Everybody 5.
One more?
Everybody 5.
This is-
This is a little greedy one.
So we sign them up?
Bottom. What she is good.
Start from the bottom and work our way up.
Shit, I'm going first.
Come on, start.
You want to start at the top?
All right, go.
We're short. Gotta get this side.
I only have. Try not to go too close.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
You can take a picture and throw it.
You know, I might be able to do this.
Thumbs on the line.
No pressure.
Closer.
No pressure.
All right, last one.
Right in the eye.
Right there?
Hey.
I was going.
No.
He had the right idea too. He's doing the same thing I was doing. You sneaky. Sabotage. No, sabotage. Sabotage disqualified.
Automatic 200.
No. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Oh, that's pretty even. That's pretty even.
No, how it used to be. How
He
it
knocked
used to
down.
be.
He knocked
It
down
was
3
a
hard.
Now they get
Because you see that
Oh,
one,
that's
that is
weak.
20.
Yeah, it's 20.
What? That's 20.
That's a zero.
Look at that. Look at that one.
No, that one is down.
The rule book did not say.
It's
no
laying
hitting
against
other
the other
targets.
one.
Touch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the wall.
Yeah.
It was
Is it 20?
It's 20.
20.
Yeah, it's 20.
20.
Well, I would choose that one.
We knocked
Whoa. No.
Did you just move that over there?
We got 20 again. 40. A bit on top. 60.
Yeah.
What?
That's art.
60.
Yeah,
There's
read
no
art.
way, Nothing. 80.
80.
Nothing. 100.
She's just giving you guys mercy points because you
Yeah.
lost so badly.
Yep.
Nothing. 120.
Yeah.
120. You got 120.
All right.
Now here we go. Nothing.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Cheaters.
Nothing.
20, 40, 60, 60, nothing. 80,
Yep.
100. 100, how much you got?
120.
120.
Whoa.
No.
No. She caught her.
They're final. Come on.
Oh man.
Pick them up so they get off.
Final.
So that way use the angle that God gave you.
Go right to the eye.
Go right for the eye. Almost.
Alright, so it's all you.
All right. That's not too hard. Not sticking.
Oh man. No.
Throw them up there.
Do all five.
That's exactly. How many of these?
You only got 3.
Hey, Ruffin, there you go.
Broken.
What?
Make it.
Nice.
Knock him down.
Yeah,
point.
What? She got it on the wall.
But it's upside down.
Zero.
It's zero.
Every time you didn't say basket upside down, just has to touch it.
Over here we got nothing, 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 20, 30, 60, 80, you got 80. 80, over here.
Rob, that's less.
Nothing, nothing,
Yep,
nothing,
yep, zeros.
nothing,
Nothing.
20.
That's
Nothing there, 40.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
60?
40, 60.
Yes.
Nothing there, nothing, 60, 80.
Yeah.
Nothing there, 85.
85? Yes, different.
105, I got 105. How much?
That's best 2 out of 3, right?
20 like there.
No.
It was like 80.
80.
80.
80. Best 2 out of 3. What up? What up?
Yeah, one. You gotta do this all over again.
No, no, come here. Let's pick him up.
You get a free admission to the.
Oh man, it's getting higher up there.
And covered.
Get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich.
Yes, nose to toes. Oh shit! I mean,
That's a record.
Something's wrong with it.
Sounds like a cassette. It's starting to eat.
No, there's something wrong with it. No, no music.
We can hum.
Well, it's the good thing is not on music, you're not doing something like that.
it's the one song.
What's the shark song?
Shark doo 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 doo.
You were doing that earlier.
Well, I heard him.
Oh, that's so.
It's working, it's working.
It's working. We don't need your music anymore.
Meet you.
I didn't see 5 minutes.
He's not lying. Yeah.
I had a dream the last one. I was like, come on, let's focus 5 minutes on the bed. He was still talking.
This is the part where the gas comes out. We all fall asleep and wake up in the cellar. Chains on around our ankles.
We're all in different clothes.
Yeah.
Chainsaw starting.
Escape room for real.
Yeah. Escape room for real.
That door shuts.
What's your safe word?
Wanna play a game?
Thank you people for putting the thing away for me. Thank you, darling. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
For connecting them, that's nice. Because when you people sitting and going there to do the job, well, you did the job for me.
Oh.
See, they did something right.
Yeah, you did everything right.
Take a nap.
Yeah, I'm very quiet. You're falling asleep.
He does that.
I know it's looking great.
I think I'd be tired to fall asleep.
No, it just has to be a passenger in a car.
She kind of you when she said engineer, didn't she?
I don't know.
Now you make you feel asleep this one. After this, I will take you to something else, okay? And when you go inside, you don't use the mobile, the light. They got to be off. Always plug it in.
Yeah, cameras, GoPros,
No, she just said no lights.
mobiles.
The lights. She was worried about.
No mobiles.
Sure.
You are always argumentative.
Yeah, no lights.
You don't want us doing that.
Just aim straight and down.
You meant anyways, but it's not that simple.
Anybody like to come inside the galaxy?
Oh,
Sure.
inside the
Je zit er wel over. Gewoon die jongens.
The galaxy.
Reminded me of Phantom of the Opera for a minute.
So we're going total dark on this.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Well, Francis, pinch it off. Let's go.
Young people, if you look at the floor, you see yourself
Holy jeez.
in the depths of space. And you look up. You see that the stars are moving, especially if you look toward the center.
This is how I wanted my bedroom when I was a kid. Every night, this is what I wanted to float off into. Then I discovered drugs. I didn't need any of this.
Don't worry.
More pictures?
Oh, don't put the flash. Don't put the light on. Don't put the light on. Don't put the light on.
No light, no light.
Especially if you come in this area. You see yourself in the depths.
It feels like a haunted house now. Yeah, sure, it feels like I'm in a haunted house.
Oh shit.
What's the plan?
Is what?
What's this? What happened?
She just said walk in.
Oh.
You wanna go home?
That's where the beds are. No questions. No questions.
You can walk outside the door, it looks just like this.
Joe's missing.
Sacrificial space.
beamed up.
Space sacrifice.
We lost Joe.
He's in the bathroom.
He may have fallen in.
We don't know. How long did that rain take you to put together? Did you just keep adding to it? Or did you have this vision when you first started the
No, I
room?
had it already, you know, I knew what I want to do, but what
Because
the
even, you
difficult,
even have the pictures.
the difficulty it is this one, look at this. That is the difficulty for me.
Yeah.
Because I have to stretch it.
Oh, got it. Yeah, oh my god. Because you had to anchor one side and pull across. But even all of the intricate stuff, this, and then the lighting behind it, that just took you forever. And all of these
And when I've done it, I make this one, you see, something like that was in the front. But when I went to the ground, I saw this black button. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I took it off the camera. But it is very expensive, this kind of things. So I have a mirror.
This is not the best 3D KD I've ever spent here.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Some people are ready to catch that. You done it?
Joseph's right. I hate you.
It takes me a minute.
Is that what I got from you? You hate me now?
Let me bring this one right now. Don't
No
you ask
questions.
another question. Close your eyes. Put your finger over your mouth right now.
I didn't
I will pinch you as soon as you open your mouth. I'm gonna stick it right here.
Are you following me around?
Oh yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Johnson's on Aurora. She's on you.
I'm shushing. I'm shushing. The vault door. I don't know.
What the hell?
I wanna go home now.
Is it not for no dancing, please, or you fall?
Oh no.
What is it?
How many people?
Oh, that's that same thing I in New Jersey.
I'm gonna just click my. Look, I wanna go home.
Go to space.
So is there a rope to
Go to space.
When you
send
go
it back
down,
up?
Area 51.
it is down there. When you go down.
Is this Willy Wonka where you go out the same door you came in? It's a totally different place?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, it's right there. Where'd you go?
Just wait a minute. Where is it at?
What should open? Get out of here.
Where are those cool
I didn't
pens?
even see all this.
Where are those cool
Come
pens?
down through the elevator. That's what
Oh,
happens,
okay.
yeah. You have to come down through the elevator. I think a drawer. Maybe start off.
Room decorations?
Our last word is yes, dear.
Last word is yes, dear.
Okay,
Not yet.
for you people, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, nice meeting you.
Go Celtics.
Yeah.
Go Patriots tonight.
Hey, thanks
Beat
for
the Dolphins.
joining us.
Nice. Like, that's really a question. Oh, okay. Yeah, we.
Well, they do have Fitzpatrick.
He's trying to go, I think.